So the game is going to begin. As it's going to be here on Adlernest. Race are on the defense. SICK6 are going to kick off their attack. And we're going to see if they've got any panzers. I couldn't see any at the beginning. Rifle is going to come out from Tony. Rifle's going to take down Toxic. Maybe that was the panzer. Big rifle grenade from Tony is going to come out. He's going to be able to pick up another double kill. As Vank picks up another kill on this first stage. So race off to a good start. They're going to be able to pretty much clear out that entire SICK6 team. The rest of them are going to have to respawn back in. But the Axis guys are going to be able to, are going to have to kill out soon. They actually decide to hold position, and this is a really good call from Axis. They need to make sure they don't get killed out on full here, as SICK6 are going to be able to push in for this plant, as the Axis guys are going to get taken down. There's only one more player alive from what I can see, and you might see them put some pressure on the spawn. It's going to be Eugen just with that Luger, slowing him down on the ladder, as he's going to just try and hold off the spawn. For the last bit of the spawn of his teammates. In they come. And they're going to fall back to the documents now. As SICK6 are just starting to gear up and attack towards that ramp area. As you see an interesting prone from Matthias there. I think they're going to try and focus their efforts towards that CP. Big push from a race. The CP is going to be picked up by Twitty though, and he's going to be joining his teammates crossing this bridge area to go on towards the documents. Big grenade comes in. SA picks up that double kill. Barza is going to be able to pick up one of himself, but he is taken down by Matthias, who gets taken down again instantly by SA. So a race are holding on, but SICK6 are picking up the mini objectives. The controls have been blown. The CP is now in their hands, and they're going to be able to they've taken this forward spawn. They're going to spectate some of the defending players as a race. Try to set up this docks defense. SA looks pretty all alone at the moment. As Vank in this window area. He's joined by Eugen. He's going to be picking up that team kill, and it looks like Squid's going to just get away with the objective. The Axis are going to have to get to that transmitter very quickly. He's taking a lot of gunfire from the back, as there was a bit of a chase on for the Axis. He's going to try and go straight in. Are there any Axis in position? It's not going to happen, and that's a really, really fast time. 2 minutes 27 for SICK6, and that's a brilliant start for the favourites for this game, I'd say. Probably one of the favourites to be in the top 3 for the LAN event, and the race really need to sort themselves out a little bit, as this is not a good start for them, to say the least. As you can see, the awards, there was barely anything done in terms of top awards. 5 awards were handed out. So pick up the scores. And yeah, not going to tell too much of a story. The Erase players are going to be able to get more kills, more damage, but that time is pretty impressive from SICK6.
Prepare to fight.
And now they're going to try and defend for that first map win here on Adlernest. As let's see what these teams can do. Erase got a lot of pressure on them now. They have to pick up this first stage almost instantly.
Fight.
I'm going to pick up Tony. We have SA on the Panzer as well. He's going to get off that early shot. He's going to come across the map. He's not going to be able to pick up a kill. Tony spams off a rifle grenade. Nice kills coming in. Eugen's going to be able to pick up a long-range Thompson frag. And the SICK6 team are going to kill out. It's one player alive. It's going to be Twitty. He's going to be able to take down that engineer. Tony picks up a big grenade onto Iron, and that rifle has been taken out, so no roll slowdown as the other engineer is taken out, and SICK6 are losing a lot of their players. The control should be planted very soon by Erase, as the next spawn comes in for SICK6 in around 10 seconds. They're going to put some pressure on towards this ladder, as there isn't going to be a plant just yet. The dynamite did get dropped down. I don't know how that Panzer missed, as we saw I think Toxic get that Panzer shot off, but as I say, the dynamite has gone down, and I think you'll see the SICK6 players probably, well, they are trying to move towards that defuse. Nice shooting from player here. He's going to be able to pick up quite a lot of damage and quite a few headshots in this early stage of their push. I think SICK6 should be able to spawn back in without too much of a problem. SA is going to be able to push up this spawn ladder, and the Erase guys have about a minute, just over a minute, to get things done here on Adlernest. This is going to be very difficult. We're going to see the rifle grenade come down. It's going to be able to pick up one kill. Iron is going to get overloaded. Matias picks up that double frag. The revive does come in, and it's a 3-on-2 scenario. As we're going to see Matias on the bridge. Fall back. He's going to be able to get a kill on another player, and they should be able to pick up that CP very soon. If not already, because I don't get those updates anymore, as CP is not been picked up by the Allies. No engineer SMG in position. We did see Tony the rifle get taken down, and that forward spawn has not been picked up, and pretty much the last spawn, they're going to have to push towards objective right now. As you see Matias going aggressive towards the bridge, and it looks like those guys have been dealt with. The next push from Erase is it, as SICK6 still picking up loads of frags. The last two players from the Erase team on the bottom, it looks like Vank has got it all to do, and he's going to get taken down. I do hear some pistol fire from the spawn side of SICK6. SA was in position with that Panzer, but it's too little too late for Erase there. Not going to be able to get it done. They didn't defend for a long enough time to really set themselves up for a good enough attack. And we're going to see Adlernest go into SICK6's hands, as they're going to be able to pick up that 2-0 win. The stats on the screen, I'll update the scores overlay, as we're going to move on to the second map very soon, and we are catching up with a slightly delayed schedule already. We're going to see the second game after this, the winners game probably, like I say, between SICK6 and the winners of the other quarterfinal.
Prepare to fight.
It's going to be Erase on the attack. They have to set a time. They have to set a time here on supply. Well, it's going to be GG already. SICK6 are setting up on this middle stage, on this middle area. Sorry, Toxic on that field up. Gonna get off loads of MP40 spam. So put down an artillery as well towards that upper area on the middle road. And the artillery is going to start coming down. We're going to see maybe some damage dealt with that artillery. The Panzer does come in. Double artillery frag comes in, takes down Rank and Tony. But the Erase players are going to be able to spawn back in pretty quickly. And SICK6 are going to go on the aggression. As they've got 10 seconds of their respawn, they're going to give them a bit of freedom just to slow down the Allies. Nice shooting from Twitty. He's going to be able to pick up that 2-man. As the Allies are moved down, but they are going to be able to get a few revives in the upper area. Twitty does pick up another kill with that grenade, and SICK6 are dealing with them pretty well. Double Panzer comes out from SA, and that's going to deal with 2 guys in the lower area. Grenade comes out from Buzzer, not going to be able to pick up that kill on the reviving medic, and it looks like SICK6 are going to be able to recover. Could have been a bad situation. SA picks up a nice double frag with that Panzer, and we're going to see some more aggression coming out from SICK6 just before their spawn time again. They're going to just push out to slow down your enemy, not so much to kill them. You don't want them to have mass control of the lower areas. You can see, look, they're about 2 or 3 seconds away from pushing in. Big Panzer comes in from SA once more. He's going to be able to kill someone and give them for spawn. And I like this tactic from SA, weakening the Axis team every spawn. As again, SICK6 playing a very aggressive defense, and as long as your entire team plays the same way, it is fine. And we're going to see Toxic sort of play that covering artillery, just to stop them from bouncing in if they mess it up, which they didn't do too badly. A couple of kills did come in for Erase, but they're not going to be able to take over that lower spawn. SA is on that Panzer once more. He's going to be able to bounce in, and he does pick up a frag once more, and Erase are starting to pick up multi-frags in this lower area. They might be able to get their hands on this flag, as I think there's only 1 or 2 more players left alive for SICK6. Matias gets in a brilliant headshot to take down player there, and I think Squid and Matias last players for the SICK6 team, and Toxic actually was alive as well. He managed to get picked up. And they're holding on pretty strong at the moment. Matias picks up another frag. We're going to see some fresh mines go down, as Erase are going to try and pick up this first stage. It's not going to go too well for them at the moment. They aren't really setting up too much. They're trying to just press forward and hope for the best at the moment, to really play off of the opponent's spawn time a little bit. And we are seeing SA managing to get in. A couple of Axis people are on full every now and again. But we haven't managed to see anyone else really do some big damage. As SA is going to pick that Panzer in again. He's going to be able to take down Matthias. We're going to see the kills come in on that middle area as well. So maybe going to be able to take over low as the big push from Erase comes in. And the next respawn from SICK6 will be just seconds away. Squid is going to try and hold on to the flag. He does manage to defend it as it's a two-man defense of the flag. They have managed to grab it and their Axis has spawned back. Really nice from Buzzer as they're going to have Squid cut off from the rest of his team. And he's going to be taken down in this flag area surely as the Allies are going to be able to pick that up. That was a much better push from Allies. You saw they took advantage of the big kills that came in very quickly. 3 kills came in and they're going to have a suit as you see Matthias is in position to just not allow them to push through that door. The dynamite's going to blow anyway, so no need for that suit really, as SICK6 have to set up the next stage. As we need to see that spam down on the main road. We haven't seen the artillery come down yet. Iron is quite aggressive. The rifle grenade not going to be able to have to deal with anyone from cave just yet either, because that low plant is not blown. It does blow just now, so maybe it's going to be quite a big push coming from Erase into the cave. As you see them lingering around the top, artillery has come down from Axis and it's going to just hold Erase off just a little bit. They are going to start pushing across and this could become get a multi-kill in, as you see a double kill coming for Twitty with the artillery fire, but Buzz is going to reply and get a double RT of his own at CP as well, so that's going to be able to clear it out for the Allies so they may be able to push across to get that building, get the Covey towards CP to take it over and secure that forward spawn. And Erase are working very hard as players swings his sword around towards Matthias there. Not the best aim you're going to see, but he does manage to take him down. He finishes Iron off with the pistol, much nicer that time. As the Covey does sound like there's someone bouncing across to destroy that CP. It has been destroyed. Is there an engineer in position? They need to secure this forward spawn as soon as possible. And then they can move on to the main plants. They have got CP. Artillery has gone down on the road. It's going to force these guys towards the double doors. As 3 or 4 Erase players are pushing in towards main. Eugen's going to be able to get that plant down. Has he got that medic cover? The rifle will ping in any second. He has managed to get that plant down as well, and Erase are doing a really good job here. It did look like they were going to struggle for quite large periods on that first stage, but they've managed to pick up 2 or 3 objectives very, very quickly. As we're going to see SICK6 maybe move in for that defuse. Toxic is going to be able to get that arty down, and here comes the defuse on main. The Panzer comes in. Buzzer's going to be able to pick up that give, but Iron's in position to just finish off this defuse. Barely 2.5-3 seconds left on that plant, and Erase have got to go all over again. They've got to be able to get this plant down on the main area, as no engineers are up and alive for Erase. Maybe a rifle pushing through the cave area, but he hasn't got much charge left. They're going to have to stick to Eugen on that respawn, as you're going to see Squid go quite aggressive towards that CP to try and shut any respawners down. He's going to get a headshot onto someone, but the kills are going to come in for Erase, or the kill outs are going to come in at least for SICK6, so going to allow Erase to move forward a little bit. They don't really have any engineers in position. Eugen is on a medic for some reason. They need to have an SMG engineer here, as we just check out who their engineer is. It's going to be SA, and he's going to be pushing down the main road right now. The artillery has come down. SA is going to get taken down. The Gib is going to come in as well, and what was looking good for Erase for a period, they managed to get the flag, the CP and main plant in about 2.5 minutes. Now been held off of main for another 2.5 minutes, so it's turn that triple objective grab into a 5-minute job instead of a 2.5 minute job. The plant was going down at main, but the SICK6 guys are going to be able to hold it off. Nice frags coming in. Toxic's going to be able to pick up a couple, as you see another brilliant artillery going down right in front of main, and I guess that's going to be Toxic again. That's brilliant covering artillery. It's not going to be able to, it's not going to pick up any frags maybe, but it's going to stop the engineers from pushing in and getting the defuse in. Getting the plant in. As we're going to watch Eugen trying to push down the main road. As a couple of kills do come in for Erase, they may be able to clear it out a little bit. SA is going towards west for a plant. They desperately need main. I'm not sure why he's trying to pick up West. They've just got more chance of the Axis trying to push over and defuse that than anything. As they are still inside main area. Iron is pushing towards the defuse. He's got 3 guys to deal with on this west side of the map. He is going to be able to take down one. And the frag does come in. Eugen's going to be able to pick up that revive. So is Squid. And the plant has gone down at main. So maybe it was just a really good distraction. As Iron's going to be in position. He has got quite a bit of charge into this. He's going to be taken down. Surely he's not going to be able to get this defused. 1 second. 0 dead. He is killed by that dynamite. And I think he might actually be out on full here. As you see him actually out for 20 seconds with that dynamite kill. And a dynamite defuse has come down at main. I was distracted with that. And Erase really need to just hold on to this dynamite plant at main. There's a brilliant triple kill comes in for Toxic. He's going to try and get some more. No Gib comes in. The plant is finally going to come down again. This is the 3rd plant on main. But SICK6 have done a really good job of just defending this for close to 4 or 5 minutes on this main plant. And it's changed what could have been a really nice time for Erase into just a get a time situation. As there's just under 6 minutes remaining for them. Spam's going to go down on main from SA. He wants to cover that dynamite. He doesn't want it to get defused again. As it looked like Iron was in position. No revive is going to come in for Tony. And in the end, the Axis aren't going to be able to get that defuse in this time. And we'll see what happens with the pushes now from Erase. So they're going to pretty much determine whether these guys are going to drop down instantly into the low bracket or if they're going to survive another map and force it up onto a decider, or at least an opportunity with their defense. They can't get full held here. They have to set a time. As you see SA and Vank pushing towards this west side of the map. Toxic has gone aggressive again to just try and get some damage onto the allies outside main. He is going to kill out as the next push for Erase is going to come in, and you see SA pick up a frag with that Panzer, and if he just keeps utilising that Panzer, it can be really good for his team. Spam kills are going to come in for SICK6, and they should be aware of this west push, as they're making a lot of noise. As you see Sally push out, he is going to be able to pick up that kill. No Gib comes in, and I think you're going to have a 2-man push over through the west wall at the moment, as the truck is going to start creeping in main for the ally team. SA on the Panzer, so we could see him just stand up and try and take someone out of the game. As he is going to try and do that. As Twiddy thought, oh, I'm going to get an easy kill, and then realises it's a Panzer, and suddenly it's a bit of a nervous situation. As the truck is going to keep moving, Buzzer was in position as well to keep those truck wheels rolling. But he's not going to be able to get into position. As again, SICK6 slow it down just a little bit. It's just out of position. And we're going to wait for the next Erase push, as same as SICK6 there. Trying to just scope out where they're coming from. It looks like they're going to go for a bit of a west push. Nice nade from Mattis. He's going to dodge a nade of his own, as he knows there's at least 1 or 2 guys coming in from this west wall here. Maybe they've fallen back. Eugen is going to get a lot of damage, but they're not going to be able to take him down, and the west wall should be pushed through, as the truck is now going to be in position. They need to get an engineer upstairs, as SICK6 are going to set up inside main. They're not going to go for that up top defense just yet, which is probably a safe choice. They'll probably start going up top in about a minute's time, just to make sure everything's okay. As you're going to see, the Panzer on SA is going to get taken down by Iron. No spawn kills for you, sir. They should be onto that. He's been getting loads of spawn kills, and another kill from Iron onto SA. Push remains going to be coming in any second. As you see the spam coming down from Iron on this main area. It's going to try and slow him down. It does get another nade kill in, and Iron continues this little spree. He nearly picks up a 4-man there. As we're going to watch Toxic. He's been doing some great work with this artillery, as you see him doing. He's doing a covering artillery once again. That's the 8-7 seconds before your own spawn artillery, as your team will push out. As the Axis are going to respawn. He's not going to be able to pick up anyone with that Panzer this time round, as Toxic's artillery support does pick up a kill. And it does look good for the SICK6 team. If they full hold here, of course, they are going to be able to win this game and push on to the semi-finals. We probably won't see them attack in terms of time restrictions. As SA is going to get taken down in the spawn for a race, and we are going to see the Erase boys dropping down into the lower bracket. They really had a big ask, you know, 6-6, a very, very strong team, and they only have themselves to blame, really. They came into Group A as first seeds after doing so well in the seeding tournament, but they couldn't manage to grind out the wins. Comran managed to come out on top of that group, and Timoe, I think, beat Erase in the decider map, in the decider of that group for second place. So unfortunately for them, they had to face a first seed team, or at least a first place team in one of the other groups. And this is going to be a confirmed victory for 6-6. Oh, okay, they might attack it. That's good to know. So we might watch the end of this game. 6-6 on the attack. It'll be nice to see how they're working on supply attack. They've got everything sorted. They know the victory's in their hands. So they know they're in a guaranteed. I think if they win in this game, you're in a guaranteed 5th/6th position. Just gonna see the stab fight come on as Sally's gonna pick up a double knife. Player and Buzz are both taken down. Is he gonna be able to pick up a third knife? Triple knife from Sally. That is pretty funny. There's 25 seconds remaining in the game. Sally's gonna go for more knife kills. He wants to pick up that 4-man knife. A 4-man knife would be pretty special. As I think he must have spotted that AFK guy there. Eugen. He's just standing AFK. That still counts. That's 4-man. 4-man knife comes in for Sally. And he is going to get knifed right at the end. 4-man knife. That counts. He's going to get taken down. So the spree is ended by a knife. And that might be some sort of jinx. So let's check out the scores. That was a very nice hold from 6-6 indeed. They had a lot of pressure put on them by Erase. Erase did quite well to pick up a few objectives. Those diffuses on main. I think they managed to get to that main plant with 11 or 10 minutes remaining. And we saw 3 diffuses in the space of 4 minutes from 6-6. So let's have a look. 34 kills for Toxic. Those artilleries were doing great work as cover, but they were actually picking up some frags as well. 5.1k damage. The reply comes in from Vank, who got 18 kills and 4k damage for his team. So we're now going to see 6-6 on an attack. They're going to be going for that win. Going for the 4-0, should I say. They've already won this game, guaranteed. As we're going to see the push come in the upper area. We're going to see Toxic on that field up, which is kind of unusual, I guess. He hasn't got any teammates. Nice triple headshot from Toxic. He's going to be able to take down Eugen. As SA has made it into the allied spawn. He was trying to scope out what time they respawn at, but they're not going to respawn in front of him, so he's not going to get the exact time, at least. As the allies do start pushing in. There's not going to be too much pressure on them. They're not going to work too hard for this. They're going to try and win a 4-0, of course, but they're not going to go too hard. As you see a lot of spam coming in. Twitty's going to be able to pick up a hat-trick of nades. 4 nade kills for Twitty. He's going to be able to pick up a 5th with that Thompson as well. The respawn does come in of Axis. The more allies are going to be able to make it into that low area, and I believe it's Twitty who got that plant down as well. Twitty picks up another double kill. Twitty going absolutely huge as he's picking up 8 frags and the plant. And we might see a defuse come in for the Axis. It's going to be Tony on the rifle. He is in the lower area. He's going to try and push in. He's going to have to kill out with that respawn. Coming in a bit too late. But you saw Twitty pick up 8 kills, I believe. Let's just check the console. I think he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he got the plant. Incredible stuff from Twitty. As the CP defenses now has to be set up very strong from Erase. And they've gone very aggressive. The RT is going to be there to cover them on that fullback or slash kill, which is going to be not too bad. As we've got a couple of guys in position here at CP. Nice double artillery frag comes out from player. He's going to be able to pick up that third frag as well. He's playing in that middle tower area. SICK6 just running into that spam. They miscalculated the blast as the next push is going to come in. An airstrike has gone down. It's going to be able to pick up a two-man AS kill. It's going to be able to take down 2 teammates as well. So as much as it did quite a bit of damage, it did equal, if not more, I would say, probably to his own team. As they're going to lose that CP. The artillery is down on the road. The allies should be able to push past it. Player is going to be able to pick up another double frag. But allies have made it to the CP. There are no medics alive. Squid is maybe going to be able to pick up these revives, dancing around, sort of ignoring his teammates. Not known for that medicing ability. A very good aimer for sure, as you're going to see Toxic destroy the CP, and we're going to have the allies pick up that forward spawn as the plant is going to come down at main as well. Twitty twist those pliers around. That dynamite planted. And now they're going to go for that cover. They don't want to have what they did to Erase happen to them. They don't want those plant diffusers coming in. It does look like Erase are going to start pushing towards main. We've got a couple going in that way. SA is pruned on the objective. Panzer's going to come in. I think it's going to manage to get down the Gibbs, but SA is going to get revived. Decides to kill out. And a couple of Axis players still alive at CP area. Player has risked it. He's went for that airstrike hero moment at CP to get that respawn frag in, but it's not going to happen as the allies are going to push towards east. He has been taken out on full. And they're going to go for that east plant now as you hear some gunfire at the main area. Sally is escorting that truck in main. He's going to take on 1 or 2 in the main area. He's going to get shut down. He's going to be out on the long spawn as Panzer comes in from Toxic. And allies are just slowly clearing it out as you see Iron take down Tony. Iron surprising him a little bit. Tony wasn't expecting that rifle shot from main at least. He was looking towards the double doors, I think, of the allied spawn at CP, so his crossfire set up inside main. The plant is going to go down on east, so it's going to be a little bit harder for the Erase guys to defend soon enough, as at the moment they only have to get that 3 or 4 man crossfire on main, and it's going to be easy, as kills are going to come in for SICK6 as they look to come through main still, even before this dynamite's planted, dynamite's blown, should I say, as Axis seem to be quite well set up though inside. They're going to have to change their positions for that east plant. Big kill comes in for SICK6 as the east plant does blow. As you see Squid take down Vank there, who nearly shot him in the back. Twitty's going to come around for that plant onto the west side as you're going to see SICK6 pick up 3 frags, pushing in west, pushing in east, pushing in main. You saw a little bit of it. A little bit of the map getting opened up for the SICK6 team as they're going to be able to push through main freely because there's no Axis players alive, as you're going to see Tony and SA fall back. They're going to get the spam on those stairs though, as I am getting an ambulance or something. Drive past my house. Matthias is in position to get that frag, and they're going to be able to open up the upper area. They're going to push in towards the controls. The block of the window should come in from Matthias here, as you're going to see Iron put in quite a bit of charge. Matthias is going to get off a reasonable amount of damage outside the window as well, and the button is going to get pressed. So this is really nice work from SICK6. They're going to be able to pick up this gold. It's going to be in the back of the truck, and they're going to hope to move things forward and just secure the 4-0 victory. Fairly routine in the end. They're a defense. They were under a little bit of pressure at times. It was nice work though for them to just slow it down. But the truck is going to get moved on. Matthias is in position with that truck. He's going to move it just a few meters along. A couple of players from the Allied team pushing from behind the truck. It's going to be SA picking up 2 kills, and Erase finally string some kills together. It's been a while since we've seen that, as SICK6 been very dominant on this stage of the map since blowing east and west. They've had a lot of freedom to just move around, and they got the controls very quickly. As you see Matthias pick up that double frag, they're going to be able to push towards that truck as well. Iron rolls in with a grand kill on the truck area. He is going to get taken down, but I think Venk, last man alive, is going to get completely destroyed by Matthias. Didn't have a chance there, as Matthias going to push in with the grenade. Maybe nearly picking up someone on that respawn. Toxic get someone with the Panzer, and SICK6 pick up 3 frags on the respawn. So this is going to be a secured 4-0 victory. As another knife kill comes in, Squid's going to be able to take down Tony with that stabby. We're going to see the truck just move on. I think Toxic's going to get kill revived here in the doorway, as he might be able to pick up a frag. He only picks up one. That is unfortunate, as I think some of the Erase players did actually kill out. As, I'm not sure. We're going to see, like I say, we're going to see SICK6 pick up that 4-0 victory, and they're going to move on to the semi-finals, where they're going to face the winner of Comran against Visual, which I understand this has gone to a decider. So let's check out the scores for you guys. I'll check out the scores. Let's check out the scores. And I'll update the score on my main overlay. And as you can see on the screen, we've got big frags coming in for the SICK6 players. We've got 42 frags for Toxic, 40 for Twiddy. That 8-man that Twiddy got and the plant on main on the first stage was really, really impressive. But all the SICK6 players picking up frags and damage. Surprisingly, the person getting the least frags and the least damage is probably the person who, when you look at the names on their lineup, Squid, is that one where you'd think he's the one who's going to be bringing those frags, going to be bringing those that damage. As I always did say, like Sally, Matthias, these smart players, when you get them to LAN, the sort of very solid, stable, all-round players, they will always perform that sort of same standard. Aimers it's very hard to replicate that aim, no matter what. As genuine as you are as a player or not, it's very hard to replicate it.